This is the video that Tencent did not want you to see. What's going on, guys? This is Riggs, and welcome back to the channel. A video that was removed from my channel by Tencent about a year ago. I have been able to uncover. I was able to get the video back. For those of you that don't know, about a year ago, I interviewed a hacker where we kind of dive into the mind of a hacker, to try to understand exactly how they think. How they're doing it, why they're doing it, the types of cheats that are actually available, whether they're for free or, whether people are spending money on them, what the leaderboards look like, across all the different regions. Now, the biggest takeaway from this video is the prevention, what Tencent can do to help prevent hackers from taking over their game. And that's one of the biggest takeaways from this video, is truly understanding what can be done to help combat it, which is what we're going to break down in this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I had no idea this video would ever surface ever again. I thought it was gone forever, but it is back. This is the remastered edition of my interview with a hacker. We're going to be talking about something that, well, not many other people are talking about. We all know about hacking, but do we actually know about hacking as far as all the different types? Actually talking to somebody who's actively using hacks in the game right now. They are currently in the leaderboards. They're going to give insight of how many people, in their expert opinion, are currently cheating in the game on the leaderboards. Again, discussing all different types of hacks that are out there, what PUBG Mobile is doing well as far as these bans, and what they can do better as far as their detection system, the anti-bans, all that good stuff. And we're going to go ahead and jump into it right now. Again, I'll even be having some clips of hacks being used inside the game, and it goes well beyond anybody's imagination. And it's going to be a way to educate everybody and make everybody more aware of this problem, and again, a way to possibly fix it. Then I asked him, have you ever been banned before? They respond, yes, 3 times. First was my main account. I've been playing fair, a casual player from season 2 through 5, and then started cheating and got banned in season 6. He was using free cheats. Some hacks cost money, some cost more than others. Second account, from scratch, bronze 5, lasted from season 7 through 8. He says, then my third account and current account, season 9 through 10. Then I asked him a very simple question. I said, why do you use them? Why are you hacking? He responded, honestly, I started cheating for curiosity, then into the quote-unquote toxic ambient. I met other cheaters, etc. We were all on this terrible path of simply being noobs. Slash bad players who wanted to be someone or just have it way easier against everyone else. No recoil, x-ray, speed. Of course, he's referring to hacks right now. He says, this was me until season 8, and then I just thought about it and realized that it was way too pathetic and boring. He said, by the time I got banned in game for good, and also getting rid of all these toxic friends that he had, he made a new account, met new people, and started, and he says he started cheating again. But this time for fun only. Might sound stupid, but it's true. Not trying to defend myself. That'd just be idiotic. I just cheat now for fun. Next question, I said, how many people, giving your best guess, are hacking on the NA leaderboards, Asia leaderboards, and European leaderboards? Giving your expert opinion. He says, answering your question, giving my best guess, then about 45 to 50 of them easy. He's saying that over half of the people on the leaderboards currently, and with his expert opinion, are all using some form of hacks. He says about others. He says about other servers must be much worse. Even with the emulator guys using a bypass and getting to matchmaking against mobile players, thankfully, not happening. That's not happening so much in North America yet. I said, explain what the term radar is and ESP to someone who doesn't know. He's basically being able to tell where everyone is at. It is ESP, you can see the enemy players through walls, terrain, objects, and of a desired color to distinguish them better, just like spectating a club open match. It says it is more advanced. You get the name of the enemy, you get their health, and the gun that they currently have. So let's say you're looking for an 8X. The nearest one will get a little antenna displaying to this guy. I'll show you guys what that looks like a little later. So basically, think in the terms of, say you wanted to find an 8X. Instead of like you and I, we have to actually go out searching for it. In this case, it actually shows an antenna coming up from the ground. So you know exactly, if you're looking for an 8X or you're looking for a Car 98 or an M4 or whatever it is, you can go right to it. You can actually select what you want to find, and there's an antenna going from the ground all the way up to the sky telling you exactly where it is. And again, I'll show you what that looks like a little bit later. So then I asked him to list all of the types of hacks that are available, and right now is when I'll go ahead and queue up the little montage, if you will, so you guys can get a first-hand glimpse, not just hearing about hacks, but actually seeing them be performed and how these third-party apps are being used. So I'll go ahead and display that for you guys while I list all the different types of hacks that are available. And again, half of these I had not even heard of myself. So starting with the most common one that we've all heard of is no recoil, no spread. It's simple as that. Right now, when you're shooting and you have to control your recoil, there's hacks to make it to where there is none. You just laser everyone. Of course, there's aimbot. He says auto aim on enemies on screen. Wall hack. He says bullets go through objects. Magic bullet makes the enemy's hitbox 3 times bigger, so you can miss shots and still end up hitting him. He says if the enemy's standing close to a corner or a window, like if they're crouched underneath it and they think they have a little bit of cover, magic bullet will still find its way to that target. Speed hacking, which can also be not just in vehicles, which we hear a lot, which I've seen where people have killed me using these types of hacks. It's not just in the vehicle. It also is running, people running, using speed hack to run faster for the vehicle, and also to parachute down faster. No weather. This was one I did not know existed. So for example, there's hacks where you can actually toggle off the weather. Imagine what PUBG and Tencent has to do to combat all this stuff. Say you're in a Saw Knock match where the visibility is what, 20, maybe 30 meters. There's hacks to eliminate the weather so everyone else can't see anything in the fog, whether you turn your brightness down or not. The person using the hacks will see the weather as if it was normal. You basically have no weather. ESP antenna, which we touched on, where it's literally, as you guys saw it in the clips, it's an antenna sticking out from the either the enemies and or desired objects that you can actually select, like we were talking about the 8X earlier. High / long jump and flying vehicles. Yeah, he says you simply get to control the gravity in game. High damage. He says 1 or 2 bullets and you're dead. Vehicle on fire with 1 bullet. Also, we saw that in the clip. Scope zoom. He says your red dot or iron sight scope gets zoomed in, something visual. Faster landing, which goes along with speed hacks like we had just talked about. Colored items, players get to spot them better. So again, say you're looking for all level 3 gear, this can show up on the ground in a certain color that you desire, so you can find something 10 times easier than you'd normally be able to. Long hand. This was another one that I had no idea existed. This is called long hand. He says the hand of your player gets longer by 5 times, either to the side or up, so you can shoot at a camper at the 3rd floor while you're on the 1st floor. It looks ridiculous. Again, that was in the clip, but it's actually something that exists. That is insane. Then he says iPad view for phones. You get more content on your screen. So while you're very limited as far as if you're playing on a mobile device like a phone, you can make it to where your player is zoomed out more, so you can see like what's in your peripherals and what's on the top, similar to how it is on an iPad. And I asked him, I said, is it true there's hacks to prevent people from getting banned using hacks? He says, yes. It's known as anti-ban, which is also something that, you know, we had mentioned. It's a way to basically prevent yourself from getting banned using these hacks. And that, when it comes to prices on how this stuff works, someone who has... there's different levels as far as how well the anti-ban... It's not necessarily the hack itself that was going to make it more or less expensive. It's the actual anti-ban that's what's going to determine the value of that hack. Then I said, what do you think Tencent could do to ban more hackers? What could they do better? He says actually put more effort on their anti-cheat system and openly listen to all of the feedback of the community. Maybe make an actual limit of number of reports and then review the player personally. Manual review, crew challenge / leaderboards. Encourage players to report cheaters, and if the cheater gets banned, give the reporter and higher value of his report. Number of reports versus valid reporters should make a cheater go into a manual review. So as far as a computer system, how it would actually work, what it truly comes down to is someone actually taking their time to review these cases case by case, because that's the only way. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen the live streams. We have seen, I've exposed the people who won whatever season that was last season in the crew challenge. Anyone could just look at their stats. It comes down to not only having the manpower, but actually putting that extra effort in to make sure that they have a fair play game. And one thing I'd like to mention that I think would prevent this, especially people on the leaderboards, when it comes to having that spectator mode enabled. There's not many people on leaderboards that are going to be blatantly using all of these cheats, especially people that have spent a lot of money on these accounts. But what they're doing is they're spectating themselves with brand new accounts, level 1 accounts. They should look at how long do you really spectate somebody for? Are you spectating them for 5 minutes? Do you spectate someone for 10 minutes? Do you spectate somebody for 5 hours straight? I'm pretty sure they could implement something into their systems, their anti-ban or anti-cheat systems, to determine, okay, let's look at this. There's a level 3 account that's been spectating this person on the leaderboard for the last 5 straight hours. Let's take a look at this. I think that alone would eliminate so much, and I guarantee you, with the amount of money that Tencent has, there's no way that they would not be able to implement something like this. But again, I want to thank the individual that not only gave their time, but actually gave insight, a way to make this system better. And again, by you guys knowing about all the types of cheats, seeing them on the screen, like I said, I have looped it a couple times, you'll have a better understanding on what we're all up against, not only in our classic matches, eliminating fog mode to the magic bullet to all these things. It's much more complex than just, oh yeah, you know, they're just, you know, hacking, you know, with aimbot, you know, no recoil or whatever. It goes way, the layers go so much deeper than that. Hopefully you guys learned something. I know this is a controversial or a taboo sort of video, but I think by everybody being more educated on this, I think it's just going to be not only better for the game, better for the community. Hopefully PUBG will watch this, and hopefully everybody learns something. You know, you guys need to know what is out there, and all the information that was shared with me was definitely eye-opening as far as how crazy you know, these hackers and cheaters are, especially the ones that are ruining the game. The crew challenges, you know, the different tournaments, it's insane. But again, hopefully you learned something, and you know, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys go ahead, of course, and drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and again, hopefully you learned something and we can make everybody more aware of the problem in order to find the solution to fix this. So anyway, until the next video, you guys, this has been Riggs for Riggs Gaming.